one dot is into the hills and will hit the big drop first. He spins around. Welcome to DRC Racing, as those outstanding highlights tell the story thus far. 7 exciting qualifying races where drivers like Big Al, Utalin, Grumpy Cloud, Sam Jr., Susboy, Sam Hall, and Buckminster have already advanced to the quarterfinals. We're looking for one more driver to complete the Great 8 of Beat the Barrier Street Race 2022. Today, it's muscle cars. In the classic competition blue Tampos and number 19 door decal is the custom Ford Mustang, driven by Elver Garlarga from Belgium, representing Elva Racing. In the white Chevy with Hot Wheel Racing Tampos and the number 4 decal is the 2010 Impala, driven by Sam Dennis from Sri Lanka and DRC Racing. Dennis is a hometown favorite and local junior circuit champion, running their first race at the DRC and trying to become the third Sam to get into the qualifying races. And the JLH gate is down and race 1 is underway, and Sam Dennis is in front all the way. It looks like Garlarga has stalled out, and across the finish line cleanly is Sam Dennis in the Chevy Impala. The replay shows that the hay posed no problems as the stragglers are kicked aside. Struggles a little bit into the hills, but lines up the big drop nicely, almost down the center, and sails high over the roadblock crew, slams on all 4 tires, and tumbles hard to the back of the landing area. As we look live from the overhead camera, Elver Garlarga is stuck at the beginning of the 180, and Sam Dennis collects the first point of the race and takes a 1-0 lead with 4 more regulation races to go. We're off and running for lap number 2. It's close out of the front, but it's Sam Dennis that edges Garlarga out of the lead and slams through the bales of hay. Elver is on the hunt, trying to get back into it. Stumbling is Sam Dennis as he creeps through the big drop and has just enough momentum to knife through the roadblock crew and tumble across the finish line for their second apparent win. As we see him get straightened up, crawling towards the big drop with just enough momentum to stick the nose in and break apart the roadblock crew and get their second win of the race. Here's Elver Garlarga picking up the pieces from behind, coming across in second place and tumbling 2.5 times to their roof for second place, which gets you no points. It's win or nothing at this race. No points for second, as you know, and no big air bonuses. This race could be over with the very first qualifying sweep of 8 races, and here we go. Garlarga needs this one, and he's edged out for the 3rd straight time as Sam Dennis goes through the bales of hay without much fanfare. The second group of hay bales was a little bit more challenging. The stragglers are kicked aside, and there he goes for the clean sweep. That's 3 wins in a row, sailing nicely over the roadblock crew, hitting all 4s and sliding to the end of the backdrop, getting ready for the championship selfie. As we look at the replay over the hills, Dennis has little trouble this time, lines up the big drop nicely, and cleanly gets over the roadblock crew with a nice power slide to the back of the RX GT banner, and wins in a clean sweep, the first one we've had out of 8 races. A nice short race to be sure, but a powerful one by the Chevy Impala and DRC Racing team. And that's going to do it. We have our Great 8. And we'll be moving on to the quarterfinals in short order as we look at the winner's circle with Sam Dennis and the DRC Racing team. This would be a great opportunity to consider subscribing to the DRC. The tournament has been exciting thus far. A special thanks to our car team sponsors like RXGT, Variant Skunk Works, and Cliff International Raceway. A special shout out to our event sponsor, Diecastgifts.com. Of course, I'm Bigg Samm, your humble racing commentator. Consider being a DRC Patreon by going to their Patreon page and their Facebook links to become a driver in future events. This has been DRC Racing, an exciting diecast racing experience.
Hey, all right, Phil. Hey, Phil, are we clear? That's awesome. I am parched. I am going to get myself a nice double rum and diet. What's that? Sam Dennis on the line? Yeah, put him through. Sammy boy, nice race. Clean sweep. Your first shot at the DRC. No doubt, no doubt. I think you're going to have a bullseye on your back. Local hero done well. Maybe you'll meet my boy Sam Jr. in the semifinals. Good luck to you. Watch your six. They're going to be gunning for you.